Good morning, everybody. It's Holly from Besotted Orchids. We are looking at twinkles. Looky here, it is twinkle season. And I really thought somewhere in my collection I had an orange variety, but I don't know. I don't know what world I was living in. I thought I had an orange twinkle. But I will show you what I do have. Of course, up here we have the twinkle marguerite. Look at all of those beautiful, delicate little blooms, and they smell like vanilla. Very, very pretty. Hundreds of blooms on this plant. So I am very, very pleased with it. I have moved it into a decorative container with a little bird in it. You know, the leaf pattern on that almost mimics the blooms up above. It's really pretty. So that's been living on my kitchen island so I can enjoy it while I am baking bread. I'll tell you what, I've been neglecting the channel. I have 8 classes I'm going to be teaching this week. This month. I'm almost done. Sourdough bread classes. Oh my gosh. So while I am mixing and preparing sourdough for my people to sample at my classes, I get to enjoy this beauty out on my island. So I have one yet tonight. I'm losing my voice from all the talking. And I have 2 next week, and then I'm done with sourdough classes. But as a side effect, is that the correct word? An offshoot to the sourdough classes, people now know I bake sourdough. So I'm also selling sourdough. Oh, so busy, busy, busy. Looky here. This is what I believe to be pink profusion. This came from Groovy Plants without a tag, but let me tell you, let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spikes on it. Very prolific bloomers, these twinkles. I'm really, really happy with them. This one, you can detect some vanilla, but honestly, when you smell this one, it's almost more, I'm shaking it, I'm sorry. It's almost more like the Sherry Baby. It's almost a little chocolatey. Let me get in here a little bit more so you can see these beautiful little blooms. Now, if you know a name other than Pink Profusion, go ahead and comment. I would like to know. But as far as my research, that seems to be what I'm looking at. It is such a beautiful and very prolific orchid. It's really putting out a lot of new growth. So I'm very, very happy with it. Now, this did come in bloom last year from Groovy Plants. I always forget the S. Down just north of Columbus, Ohio. Beautiful. Now, they only carry orchids in the wintertime, and I don't think he's gotten his orchids in this year. So don't go rushing out for orchids at Groovy without calling and asking them. Now, over here, we have the 2 orchids that are responsible for these coming into existence. These are not twinkles. They are the parents of the twinkles. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 spikes on it. It is Chirophorum. I've also heard people pronounce it Chirophorum, but I'm pretty sure the CH sounds, it's a hard C for the Chirophorum. Then again, I could be wrong. Look at that. It's starting to bud up and branch out. I'm really pleased with it. And you can see this is a plant that brought the size of the twinkle down. This is tiny. Very, very tiny. Let me hold my hand here so you can, literally, this is maybe, 4 inches tall. Very, very tiny. Now, I've been thinking, due to my dogs, come on, the dogs are everywhere, that I might want to stake these up so they don't brush against them. But then again, I kind of want to see what it's going to do naturally this year. So I might leave it alone. But they do seem to go more outward versus these that go a little more upward. So right there, I'm going to zoom in on this for you. Oncidium chirophorum, originated in Mexico. Then you come over here, the other parent, Oncidium sotoanum. Nice roots, nice new growth. Oh my goodness. It is such a healthy, beautiful plant. I'm going to pick this up. You can see all the new growth growing on it. It's pretty much almost all new growth on this. There's a former pseudobulb that did bloom for me. Oh, there's my rainbows. I hang a prism in the window, and they literally fill this dining room certain times of the day. So this is Sodoanum, another parent of the twinkles, and like I said, it came from Equigenera, and it came with a few blooms, excuse me, that were pretty much past, but I could smell it, and I did get a quick little peek at them before they were gone. So that was a complete surprise to see this so tiny yet and blooming. So I think these are just very, very prolific bloomers. But yeah, it's going to get a little taller. So if you see, I'm going to set this one in front of it. See if I can do this with my camera. You can see that the Cheirophorum is shorter than the Sodoanum. It's in front of it here. And Sodoanum will get a little bit taller. And it will be covered with beautiful light pink blooms. And it's supposed to be extremely prolific. Like, it's probably going to blow this out of the water for blooms. So could you imagine something like this just dripping with beautiful pink blooms? Oh my goodness. I am a fan of the twinkles. I really, really am. Absolutely beautiful. So parent 1, parent 2. Parent 2, I didn't give you the color of. This will be, it's almost a bright yellow. Very tiny blooms. Again, these are all very tiny blooms. So I don't know. I don't know how long this is going to take to open. I imagine probably, what are we, mid-November? Maybe by Christmas it'll be blooming. I don't know. This one will probably be done by Christmas. It normally blooms for Thanksgiving for me. But this one here, she is going to be absolutely beautiful around Christmas time. And I have to tell you, my area over here that I keep all my orchid spikes in, I no longer have room for every orchid that's spiking in this house. There are so many that are over in the living room on the end that we call the grow room. And I'm going to have to give a tour because I have a lot of new subscribers. And thank you so much. I just saw another subscriber come on today. So thank you so much for joining the channel. Welcome to Besotted Orchids. My daughter called me the other day and she goes, because I have many, many books. She goes, Mom, if you could name your library, what would you name it? And I'm like, well, my personal one? She goes, yes. I said, oh, it has to be Besotted Books. So I think she's making me labels for my books, which would be kind of nice. So yeah, here we go. Besotted Orchids is very, very full of spikes and blooms, and it is twinkle season. Now, if you look at this one, though, Sodoanum, it's not in season with the rest of them, so I don't know. Maybe the Cheirophorum is more bringing them into the twinkle season that we all know of. But who knows? Maybe when this one establishes more, they will all bloom at the same time. Would that be fabulous? So yes, I am on the lookout for, a few more colors. I'm really, really loving the twinkles. Now we have to talk about something. We have to talk about the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is I have not received my delivery from Triton Orchids. Supposed to have shipped yesterday. I've been telling you for quite a while that I have ordered orchids. So, they're supposed to be coming, I would imagine, Saturday, if he did mail yesterday when he said he did. So I really am hoping that we get to see an unboxing of Triton Orchids. That it has been a delay. It has been a tremendous delay. And then he did ship them, about a week ago. And no fault of his own, the post office lost the package. Because I could see where he had shipped and it had reached into the post office. Boom, gone. So somebody somewhere is enjoying my King George orchid, my Silogeny utasana, and I think I got a Hawaiiara lava burst. And he's supposed to be replacing an orchid that was not identified correctly. It was a yellow Brassia type, and it was supposed to be Pinot Princess, which will be a really dark purple. Look at that. We are going to have to end with this because I am seeing that my husband is calling on his lunch break. So I need to get this, and I need to get back to baking bread because I have a class tonight. I am not going to have a voice till the week's over. But I do assure you, I have been telling you I'm going to be doing, and this is absolutely necessary at this point. I'm going to be doing a potting session where I show you how to take the keikis off of a plant. We have a nobile, we also have a dendrobium. So we're going to be doing that, and I'm going to do it tomorrow morning. Honestly, tomorrow morning, I am going to sit down and I'm going to get those orchids out. I am going to pot them so I'm done looking at the ugliness of all these keikis hanging everywhere. And we're going to have a video on how I remove and repot those. So I think I will zoom in on this so you can see how beautiful these blooms are. And I encourage you, if you haven't tried the twinkle variety, branch out, no pun intended, branch out and try to get a few twinkle varieties. I think you will really be pleased with them. So thank you so much for watching my channel. Thanks for checking out the twinkles. Sorry for all the delays. I mean, I am seriously up to my elbows in bread dough. Oh my gosh, my house constantly smells like sourdough bread. So I hope you all have a great day. Take care, and above all, enjoy those orchids.